Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today is the hilarious and lovable Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Well, hello. How are you, Ben?
I'm doing just great. I want to give a special shout out to everyone who joined us on Crappy Hour last night. I think we forgot to mention it, but we have moved it over to be a YouTube-only thing because Instagram, actually it's simulcast on Instagram, but it's really on YouTube now because Instagram was giving us so many issues. But you can watch along on Instagram, you just really can't participate in the same way. So, be sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, Watch What Crappens. Guess what? It's another thing to like and subscribe to. But you should if you want to take part in Crappy Hours. Super fun. That episode will be up on our feed later this week. And also patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens. Craps on demand. You know the drill. So anyway, Ronnie, what's going on with you? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Got an hour and a half of Below Deck. I mean, it's just what I needed this week. Listen, the Olympics are on, so it's a lot of watching people do super important things for long periods of time, and that's what this felt like. I was like, I wonder how Gail is feeling right now about her boyfriend that she might be cheating on with the guy she talks about strawberries with. Please make it longer. And they did. So that was fun. Actually, I was really worried when I saw that. I was like, guys, enough. But enjoyed it, enjoyable, lovely show. And I was thinking watching this, it's so nice to have a season where there's villains, but they're like nice. They're not terrible. You know what I mean? Like sometimes this show can really bring us hate-inducing villains. Gary, right. Malia. There have been villains on this show that I have wanted to throw a boat at. But this one, I mean, I like them all. I mean, Ellie, I guess, is the villain. I guess Ellie would be the villain on this one. I really like her, and I enjoy her OnlyFans work on Instagram.
I can't tell if Ellie is the villain or not. Like, I don't know. I think if anyone's the villain, it might be Ian the Bosun. Because he's the only one who is really, well, there's several inept people, but he's really inept, and he thinks he's actually killing it. Ellie
Ian is the villain.
Ellie is also messing up, more than I think is really being given, credit to. But Ian is like messing up. And but it's like big dumb mess ups. Like Ellie's just not prioritizing properly. But Ian is just like, missing blatant things. Like, hey, Ian, can you let us know if there's a Kraken anywhere nearby? It's like, no Krakens. There's no Krakens nearby. And then it turns out there's like a giant sea monster like right off the side.
Wait a minute, what is Pinocchio doing in here? Oh gosh, we're inside the Kraken's stomach. Well, Ian, you kind of messed that one up. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't. She's just blaming me, but I guess I'm going to smile and just keep going with it. I
guess everything is my mistake.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, but even Ian, he's not hateable. Like he's nice. He's just nice. He's just a dummy, but he's nice. Like he's not hateable. It's interesting. It's an interesting theory or an interesting thing they're trying over at Bravo by giving us like somewhat likable villains.
I think the big villain for this season really was that provisioner from the first two episodes. We've not seen anyone as awful as that since then.
Yeah, it was that Russian chick from what was her name? The chef.
Well, there were two Russian chefs. There was Dushka,
but the one
who was the hero.
The one who hated gay people
Dushka.
And like
yeah.
No, not Dushka. Dushka was a hero.
Dushka
came on. She was a replacement chef from
a random
the next
boat.
door boat. Yeah,
and then cooked steak to until it was leather, and she goes, "Well, Dushka does what Dushka does."
Dushka.
No, I forget the other lady's name. She was awful. I'm blanking on her name completely, but yeah, she was probably the worst chef of all time.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into it. So today's episode is called This Boat's Not Big Enough for the Stew of Us. Oh, gosh. That's cute.
Mila.
It's a cute name.
Sorry, her name was Mila. That was the name of that chef.
Mila, anyway, that was her name.
Anyway, back to puns. Not big enough for the stew of us. Okay. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two
Unlike
to make
Norma's jeans, which aren't big enough for the you of us.
Oh, God. Norma caught a stray on that one. Didn't expect it, but there it was. Listen, at least she catches strays because it's a lot better than what she does in the man department.
Hopefully, she'll find a man who can catch a stray. She'll find somewhere to go. at night. It would be nice. Okay, so Mystique is going to head back to the marina, and Bree's sorting the crew's laundry, and Jono is making breakfast, and Aisha is up. Guests are waking up. All right, deck team. I want the bow team on the bow, okay? Bow wow, bow team. Bow, how now, Bow Jones? Okay, let's get this moving.
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Am I right, everyone? Okay, come on, to the bow now. And they're just going to pull some anchors and stuff like that. And Joe's telling us, being lead deckhand doesn't mean necessarily that I know everything that's going on the boat. But Nathan doesn't have to be the lead deckhand to show me what to do. And hopefully I'll get the experience on the boat that I need from this. This is like the most unnecessary. See, this is why I sometimes question a supersized episode. Do we really need to sit here and listen to Joe talk about what it's like to not be the lead deckhand? We get it. You're not the one in charge of lifting up the anchor first.
Yeah, he's basically Nathan is showing him what to do because he still doesn't know how to do it. And he's like, well, it's okay to take direction from someone who's not the lead deckhand. And then during his "do I have parsley in my teeth" smile.
Yeah.
And then Sandy's like, Ian, are they ready? Are you ready to toss your lines? What are we doing? We tossing lines? He's like, negative on the port, guys. Negative on the port. Negative. There's nobody on there. No port guys. No port guys. And Gail's like, yeah, there is. There is a port guy right there. He's asking me why I don't text him back. Sandy's like, okay, well, they just released the boat next to us, so unless there's ghosts doing that, there's got to be port guys. Nope, no port guys. Oh, there's a port guy. There's a port guy now.
Oh, Captain Sandy, he was hiding. It's like, oh, okay, so they're hiding. What, does that mean Norma was coming around with a kissing booth? Okay, listen, you tell me there's no port guys in there actually. That's not settling for me, okay? Because I know that there's port guys. I can tell. So make sure you look before you talk, okay?
And Nathan's like, ooh, he just got told off. So Ian's like, well, they weren't there, and then they were there. So if I waited a second, I might have gotten in trouble for taking too long to answer. So, women, am I right?
He's doing that whole thing. Like, if they had just listened to me, if it had just been my way, it would have been perfect. It's like, no, shut up. You were wrong. All you had to do is crane your neck and put some effort into it, and you would have seen. Or just, honestly, if you think you needed another second, say, hold on, Captain Sandy, I'm just confirming the entire view. You know, say something like that. Just communicate with her. Don't be like, I don't see anything. So therefore, there's no people there.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, this is like it's like yelling at a baby for being like, did you not see my hands in front of my face playing peekaboo? You fucking moron. If you had just waited for 2 seconds for my hands to come down, you would have seen me, you fucking stupid baby.
Yeah, I mean, seems like he never really quite got beyond the concepts of peekaboo. It's like, well, there's no people here at this, so therefore there was no one here, even though there's like a full boat blocking its view.
Yeah, you know, I've been, I spent the morning, we were talking about this before the show, but I spent the morning on the internet reading comments like about the presidential election and about, you know, stuff like that. And I came upon this video that made me laugh so hard, and it's babies crying and then people throwing slices of cheese on their head.
Oh.
Like,
that's fun.
Like sliced cheese, you know? And they like flop it on their heads, and then the babies just stop because they're so shocked to get a cheese square in their face. Right. I thought it was the best thing. I literally sat there watching it for 10 minutes, laughing, and then I read the comments, and they were like, "This is child abuse," and I was like, "Do I think child abuse is funny now?" And then I thought, you know, if this is child abuse, I'm all for it. Like if this can be child abuse, then I'm in, because cheese on babies' faces is funny. Like, I'm sorry. Okay,
that's not child abuse.
It's not child
cheese
abuse,
right?
Actually, that's cheese abuse. You're wasting the cheese. Like, who wants to eat your baby's face? That's what I say. I agree with you. So, I don't know why I brought that up, but I just think of Ian as one of those babies. He's like, I have cheese on my face.
Well, he has certainly a large canvas for that cheese. There's a lot of place for that cheese to land. You could fit a big slice of cheese on that. You could do some raclette.
Some raclette. I like that you made it fancy. You made it like the fanciest dish of all time.
I'm just saying, he could probably take on a bunch of cheese. That's it. Read what you want from it.
So Gail's like, okay, well, call Fenders to me when you're ready. And he's like, I can't just do anything right now because I'll get in trouble if I do anything else. God forbid I do anything. Fenders, no Fenders. But there, did I get the right answer? Did I get it? Did I get it? Here, rope. Throw the rope. Don't throw the rope. Oh, must have gotten the right answer there somewhere. I mean.
And he's like, I'm trying to work. Like, my attitude's fine. I don't understand what she was getting angry about. She's getting angry.
Cheese to your face. Cheese to your face.
Just throw a wheel of brie at him at this point. Because
I wish I worked there so I could just slap a slice of American cheese on his face.
Oh my God, some provolone, some Munster. Just make him into an Italian sandwich at this point. But like, you don't understand why she's getting mad. Because there are people there and she doesn't want people in the way when she's backing up the truck. Okay?
Because you're going to crash the boat into the rocks. You dumbass. So Gail's like, I feel like with Ian, there's a lack of accountability. He's just constantly pointing the finger rather than pointing it at himself and saying, maybe I should have handled this better. Maybe I should have handled it. Why am I not texting myself back? Oh, that actually hurts my feelings.
I can't believe I didn't write I love you to myself today.
Bloop. Oh, I just got something. You're a strawberry. Push from me. God, I love me.
Ow, I just dropped my digital strawberry on my leg. I drop everything. So, now, guess what? We're in episode 9 of the season. The season is actually going by very quickly. I can't believe we're on episode 9. We're on episode 9. So the good news is...
going by quickly. I feel like my children have graduated from college. It's not gone by quickly.
They're like, Dad, stop throwing cheese at our faces. We're going to college. We're about to turn into Tom Sandoval. But we're on episode 9. And the good news is, better late than never. We're 9 episodes in, and Brie has finally figured out the fine art of doing the laundry. Just kidding. 9 episodes in, she still has no idea what is happening in this room. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. How is this girl not fired?
It's pretty funny. I love it. Oh, I don't think they can find anybody because they're supposed to have another stew. They're still down a stew.
No, they're down a stew.
No,
they're down a stew because remember in the first episode, Sandy was like, oh, well, there's a leak in this room, so I guess there's only going to be two stews with Aisha.
Yeah. So I guess they can't. Oh, I see what you mean. So, yeah. So it's not that they couldn't find one. It's that there's a leak, which we still can't fix. Wow. I don't know that that's the wisest plot to go with. I'm running a boat that we can't fix a leak on. So I'm doing great.
Here's what you don't want on your boat. A leak that's lasted through 9 episodes. You're on a boat. Okay, boats should not be leaking.
It's like Norma hasn't stopped laughing once.
Listen, I've seen this movie. Okay, admittedly, Norma gets away on a boat, but everyone else dies. Okay?
So Aisha's checking on laundry with Brie, and she's like, "Here's laundry." Brie's like, "Oh my God, you nearly made me shit my heart out."
That's a really weird thing if you think about it. Shit your pants or like I shit my heart out.
That's why Aisha couldn't be a laundry striper when she wanted to be. Is that what they're a candy striper when she wanted to be?
Laundry striper.
Hello, how are we feeling? It's like, oh my God, I'm another senior citizen shit their heart out. Aisha, you need some more bedside manner. Jesus Christ.
Sir Brie, I have a question for you. Did you make a list in your notebook of things that Ellie did wrong? And so at this point, I thought Brie was going to say, no, I was just making a list of things I did wrong. But Brie's like, oh, so I thought that Ellie was like stealing. And so I thought she was stealing like polos to get like at me. And like, I don't know why I think these things. So yeah, I'm like, oh, so it was a burn book. It really was a burn book after all.
And Aisha's like, what the fuck?
Well, I was just in my head, and I was thinking about Ellie and my relationship.
She's like, well, talk to me before you make a full-on burn book, girl. Like,
I'm so sorry about that. I mean, I guess you could look at the laundry as a burn book, but like I said, it's literally just for me to remember things. But if she did fuck up, I mean, look, I've got receipts. You fucked up, and it wasn't me, you fugly skank bitch.
And my receipts are right here. Oh, no. Hello. Has anyone seen my receipts? Have I put them in anyone's room by accident? Anyone?
I'm sorry, am I supposed to be wearing pants made out of paper with 5-year-old cursive scrawled across them?
Oh, that's my burn book. Sorry.
You've been writing down what Ellie's done wrong on my white pants. I can't use these anymore.
Well, I really want things to get better between you two, not worse.
Oh, copy. So, now what? What are you going to do now? Give me some fresh laundry to lose. I'm training for my job as Easter Bunny. I'm pretending that underwear and pants are eggs. I will hide them.
No, don't hide them.
Oh, I will unhide them. In places you can't find them.
No.
Oh my God. Like I literally, every time, like bringing this laundry, it's like I cannot even understand. So then, hey, Aisha. Hey, come on. Okay, come into the bridge. Oh, okay, here we go. So guess what, Leah? She's gonna flying here on the 14th. Of what month? Who knows? But on some month, on the 14th, she'll be here. And my plan is to ask her to marry me. At which point, Aisha's like,
it's like a huge train coming to the station.
are you impressed?
Or that part where the Titanic boat almost goes down. It's like you just watch it just tipping very slowly for half an hour.
Are you impressed, Ronnie, that I did not blow out the microphone? I had restraint. That moment called for a big moment, and instead, I have learned to, when I do my Aisha, to go, because if I do it a decibel louder, my sweet co-host and all the listeners lose their minds.
Oh, face away!
That is so sweet.
So she's like, yeah, so I'm going to need your help. Oh, bring the bucket to shit in. You should make a ring made out of poo-poo. Put it in bucket, we'll form it together. If you eat all your vegetables, it'll come out correctly.
You know, I never thought in a million years I would ask someone to marry me. I'm sorry. I meant to say, I never thought in a million years anyone would ask Norma on a date. But anyway, that has nothing to do with
they
anything.
haven't. It just goes to show you. I'm right about most things. But meeting Leah, you know what? My heart knew. It just knew. And she's changed my way of thinking when it comes to marriage, period. I love her so much. I just want to be everything that she sees in me. You know, when I'm wearing my Wonder Girl Ninja Turtle hybrid costume. You know, I want to fly, but also slide on my back and kill Koopa Troopas. You know, all right. You get a little personal there. You're the one who talks about shitting in a bucket. So we're not sharing personal things now? Good point.
I just wasn't ready for that sort of kink to come out of you. So anyway, they're going to help with that. Or Aisha's going to help with that. So now Mystique arrives at a dock. And guess what? Ian is fucking up again. So the big issue here is that Sandy is like, are the lines out of the water? Because there's 2 lines. They've got to be thrown to the dock, and then the guys on the dock are going to tie them onto winches or whatever. And then once they're tied in and they're out of the water, then she's going to back up. So she's like, Ian, okay, are the lines out of the water? He's like, what water? We're in a desert right now. No, we're in water right now, and I want to make sure the lines are the lines in the water? Yet no lines in the water, Captain. No lines in the water whatsoever.
Oh, really? Hey, Ian, line. Wherefore art thou Romeo?
No, not that line. Line, Ian, line.
I'll be back.
No, Ian, I'm not asking you for famous lines. Where are the lines?
I can't do anything right.
Ian, I'm seeing our port line. It's just right there in the water. I see it right now. And he's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's an eel, a dead eel right next to our boat. That looks like a line, but it's not our line. It's not our line.
He is such a dummy. I mean, I know that he can't see what's being highlighted on the screen, but it's so obvious. It's a line. There's a line, Ian. It's clear as day to everyone's literally telling him, there's a line. We see the line. He's like, nope. Nope.
Yeah.
It's not.
And then she's like, okay, I'm going to back up the boat. While I'm backing up the boat, don't throw any lines. So she's backing up the boat, and he starts throwing the lines. It's like, what are you doing?
Gosh, I'm going to describe that in one word that nobody has ever used to describe Norma's thighs. That was hard. It was really hard.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So now the guests leave, and this lady, Casey, I don't even remember her. She's like, we all just want to say thank you. And interior team, I mean, Bree, you just knocked it out of the park. Like, you literally knocked my laundry out of off the boat. And I don't know where it is. Where is it? I'm wearing a camisole I made out of cocktail napkins.
Oh, and Ellie, you were so funny. And Aisha, oh my God, Aisha is just my spirit animal. She's like, thank you. But honestly, if they only knew what was happening with the crew, it would be a different story. I guess we're just good at doing or not doing our jobs properly, but keeping it quiet. Am I right? I actually heard everything that you just said. I'm sorry. I'm actually really bad at keeping my inside voice quiet. Here's what I meant to say.
So then Nathan says, looks sexy, doesn't it? I think this is a different scene. It's not clear. So Nathan says, looks sexy, doesn't it? And Gail's like, yes, I didn't know you liked it. And he goes, it's my wee secret. I'll let you in on it. And she goes, I think you can let me in on a lot. Like the fact that you actually have a tiny dick. He goes, you think so? Yet to be confirmed. I guess you'll have to find out someday. Wow, the chemistry, these guys, their chemistry is just, that I love when people flirt about flaking things and having small dicks. I mean, it's just so hot. I can't believe they let it on TV.
Well, they really are upping their game. At least it's not about fruit. It's
Yeah.
like actually someone said penis, or dick. So, that's something. I mean, it's basically like OnlyFans levels now. So good for you too. Mm-hmm. I believe in you. So, Bree's like,
So, I'm looking at tags. So, the tags for these shirts, they have been cut off, no?
and Ellie's like, Ellie's like, I haven't cut anything off. I do not know what you're talking about with tags. I cannot do this. Please do not attack me right now. Please do not attack me today. This is bullying with tag cut off. It's like,
No. Now I know you didn't do anything. Cut off tags. Hold on. Let me just write that down. Ellie claims to not have taken off tag.
lie, face. Oh, this is bullies. Bully.
Why are you writing that on my arm? Oh, God, another mistake. Okay, dear burn book, do not write burns on Ellie's arms. That's my other arm. Oh, no, terrible day.
Okay, tip meeting. All right, guys, I want you to keep your bar high, okay? Because there's certain things I like. As a captain, here's what I like. Polyester pants, white capris, ankle socks, bunny rabbits. It's neither here nor there. But you know what? A girl's allowed to have a hobby, am I right?
Lines that aren't in the water. God, I love that. In fact, I would say I love that the most. Anyway, one thing is on deck. We want to be aware of what's around us, okay? Specifically, Ian, you got to be aware, okay? For instance, I bet you didn't see that cheese coming. No, that's why it's on your forehead right now. Okay, we'll talk later. Okay, guess what, everyone?
You just got cheesed. It's like, oh.
Don't worry, I use Swiss cheese, so you got a little... It breathes better.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo, Ian. Peekaboo.
All right, so the guest left us 19,100 euros, okay? Guess how much that is in American dollars? Nobody can do the math? That's how they trick ya. That's how they get you every single time. You thought that quarter pounder was cheaper? It's not. And it's also not a quarter of a pound, comparatively. Am I tricking you? God.
It's not made of
This is
quarters
fun.
either. Yeah, it's meat, not metal.
Why does she only have a mouth? Because the cheese is still covering part of your eye, Ian. Lift it a little bit. Oh, you have a whole face. I told you. Oh, God, I guess I'm wrong again.
Hey, Ian, are you still wearing that cheese from day one? Okay, well, now it all makes sense. Your depth perception's totally off. It's covering one of your eyes.
Okay. By the way, that was $22,000 US, in case anybody's out there hitting their steering wheel going, but what's the math? Okay, there you go.
know
You got
that's
it.
$1,800 per person?
Oh, gosh. Okay, now, don't
And if you're
add up the people and then do the multiplication.
$900 a person.
Oh, gosh. With a person with cheese on their face, it would be $1. Okay, so at this
Upcharge.
level on a super yacht, I expect more from the bosun right now, And I just think that Ian's head is somewhere else. It's like part of his head is in the clouds and his nose is down here. And starting now, I'm not letting it slide. Okay, so docking. Listen, cross the lines first, guys, because, what do lines do, Ian? They make movies go. No, Ian, not that kind of line, okay? They make you high. No, Ian, not cocaine. All right,
Ian.
Jesus.
Ian, why are you doing high kicks right now? Dance line? No, you're not a rocket. You're not a rocket scientist. I'd have to say, okay, anyone get that? Okay, listen.
So they keep the boat from swinging, right? They keep the boat from swinging, just like a lack of a husband keeps Norma from swinging. Understand?
Copy that. So he's like, to be honest, I think I'm doing all right. Because apparently I'm wrong. I can't do Ian's voice today. I don't know what is happening with me. Every time I do his voice, some other accent comes out. It's the strangest thing. I'm like, my Ian voice box is totally blocked right now. But anyway.
I never really had it to begin with, so it's okay for me.
I had it at one
To be
point.
honest, I'm doing okay, but apparently I'm doing wrong. So she's trying, I guess, to build trust and maybe push me to my limits to see how far she can push me. So maybe I'm just going to keep smiling. And then the music's like, then she lays it out very clearly. Listen, here's what you shouldn't do. Don't say that you see things that you do see, and do see things that you do see. And if you don't see things, don't say that you see them. Do you understand? He's like, women.
So now they all get dressed up to go to a white party tonight because Aisha found a place doing a white party, which I suspect this was pre-planned because why on earth would every single person in this cast have an all-white outfit ready to go? There's just no way. That's my conspiracy theory. They knew about a white party before they got on the boat. So they're all dressed up. They're going to this white party, and Joe is like, "Ooh, Elle's looking absolutely fantastic." And she said that she was liking me. She's like, giving me the green light. I'm just gonna hit the ground running. But before I do that, do I have any cilantro on my teeth? Anyone? Can please someone help me out? Been asking all season.
He's like, Bree, why are you not speaking to me? What have I done now? You're like this with me? You go up and down and up, and it's like a roller coaster. And she's like, isn't it fun?
Keeps you on edge. Speaking of which, I've been edging for quite a while. So now everyone gets in their cabs and everything, and they're on the way to this place, and Jono's like, so who do you think is going to hook up tonight? And everyone's like, Nathan and Gail. And he's like, sorry, boyfriend.
Let's get these pussies popping. Am I right?
I have incredible photo I want to post. What do you think about it?
And Bree's like, what the fuck? Because they're flirting. Ellie and Joe's flirting. And you know that Ellie's picture is like,
Oh, it's just simple picture of me, boobies, a thong, and fuzzy dye on my head. Because in this scene artistic, I'm playing fuzzy dye in the car. What do you think?
And Joe is like, Jesus Christ, is that allowed to go in the wank bank? Which, God, his charm is off the charts, really.
I mean, really, it is pure romance, this show. That is pure romance. People are really going for people because they're poetic.
Yeah.
Guys really have to work so hard these days.
So Bree's like, I feel like I can be...
Look at my picture. I almost came. Can I come on your face to it?
Let's get married. Let's see babies in our future.
Let's see babies on your face.
So at this point, they're at the restaurant, and Ellie and Joe are sitting next to each other. And I thought at first Brie was across, like diagonally across down this other side of the table, but definitely at some point,
I think
either
she
I was
was
wrong.
and she moved.
Okay, so she moved, and so then she's sitting directly across from Joe, and Joe's sitting directly next to Ellie, and Brie is like,
I feel like I can read vibes really well, and I do feel like a bit awkward, to be honest, but I am trying my best to hide it. It's so bad.
it's like, you can read vibes really well. What, Ellie draping herself on Joe, and Joe basically having his arm like around Ellie's waist. Congratulations, Brie. You really sussed out that situation.
Yeah, this like nobody gets it. Like this is Joe's big threesome icebreaker. He goes, "So I was going to ask, are you a cat or a dog?" And Ellie goes,
Well, if anything, I'd be a bunny. I like bunny rabbits.
like, "Oh, guys." And then Brie goes,
I had a bunny, Snowy. We lost her.
She's trying to wedge her way in. It's like, I'm in the corner, bro, just dancing between Brie, whom I've had relationships with, and Ellie, whom I want to have relationships with, and now gave me something for the wank bank. But I've noticed that when I'm talking to Brie, I'm like, fuck, I've got to give her attention over her. And then she's looking over. That's crazy, bro.
What's crazy is that anybody is fighting over you.
Yes.
That is what's crazy. I
Thank
mean,
you.
it's just like dropping a half-eaten 5-day-old tuna sandwich just in the middle of a room of kids who have never had lunch. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just fighting over something gross. So that actually got sad. That got sad. I didn't mean it to come out that sad. So you know what we should really mock more? Starving children. Welcome to Watch What Crappens.
Yes, finally.
So, what's that?
I said finally.
Finally, we're just opening it up. We opened with children getting cheese thrown at their face.
Now
And now
sandwiches.
we're just down to starving children. So
Now
just
we're throwing a tuna sandwich in the middle of a courtyard, and all the children are going to run after it. We've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. Okay, this happens like every week on that show. They like feed the small folk, and then the small folk will scramble and like fight over cabbage.
Yeah. So Aisha is talking to Gail and Jono are talking about,
Oh my God, I just don't understand. I'm getting these texts from my boyfriend and I'm just really trying, but it's just so hard because every morning I've woke up, I've sent a message. Every night when I went to bed, I sent a message. I thought I was doing my best. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong.
maybe humiliating the person you're dating on national television for like week after week. Now that guy's, again, we have to say it every week. I'm still her team. I think that this guy sounds like a needy piece of shit. Yeah. But her whole like,
What? I'm totally doing the right thing. I can't even understand.
when you're not being very nice.
You know, as soon as I started making out with Nathan, I went right there and I texted my boyfriend to say goodnight. So I'm doing the best that I can.
I went to bed and texted my boyfriend a strawberry emoji. What more can I do?
The text messages from this guy, though, are so passive aggressive. It's like, I feel like I don't even hear from you anymore. It's like you don't care for me. All right, well, I guess since you're not writing me back, that means you don't even know who I am anymore, so I might as well just end it here. I guess it's over. So he breaks up with her on text at dinner. So she's reading it and she starts to cry. And so she leaves.
Well, she took that exit quickly because I don't think he was really trying to break up with her. I think he was being like,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you don't even like me anymore. I mean, if you want to end it, we should just end it. And she's like,
He broke up with me. I'm so sad about it. Can you believe it? He broke up with me. He broke up with me. It's just terrible.
Yeah, it did sort of read to me like I fully agree. This guy's a piece of shit. She should not be in a relationship with this guy. He's terrible. I also kind of got the feeling like Gail was like, I don't want to be the one to be the bad guy to break it up. So she sort of was like reducing her communication and doing things until finally he's like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Which she's so lucky.
yeah. And then she's like, well, I don't understand why he's like getting upset. And then later she's telling Nathan, she's like, yeah, it just happened. You know, I didn't bring it up. He brought it up because I just couldn't tell him I love him anymore. Just a minute ago, she's like, I text him every morning and every night, but I refuse to say I love you anymore. Like, I wonder why he would get the impression that you're totally not into him anymore.
He's like, I love you. She's like, And you're great, buddy.
And I feel like she purposely would like start to reply, like type one letter and then just let it go dot, 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 dot. So he's sitting there staring at the dot, dot, dots.
Aisha gives her a really good pep talk, though. She's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. That's selfish to me. He's pushing you down because he's scared when he should be lifting you up because you're amazing."
Yeah, so that's pretty cute. So then she goes and talks to Gail. And she goes and talks to Nathan and tells him what happened. And he's like, "You couldn't tell him you loved him anymore. What's up with that?" And she goes,
Yeah, and he noticed it.
"Duh." So he's like, "I just hope she's happy. And whatever happens between us, that can happen. And I'm happy for me too."
Ding.
Gail's like,
I mean, the universe is pushing me into this. How many signs can I really ignore? I'm hot and I'm sweaty and I just want to dance.
and so I thought this was then going to lead to a Gail is wasted montage, but actually it doesn't. And I also thought this was going to lead to a Brie gets wasted montage because earlier she was like,
Oh, I'm so upset about this. I just want to drink a whole bottle of wine by myself.
so I was like, oh, here we go. But actually, everyone was pretty normal, I think, going out tonight. Right?
Yeah, everybody was pretty normal. And Jonna's over there going like, "Let's pop these pussies, baby." So Ian just wants to be quiet. He's like sad and he's laying alone. And everybody asks how he is and like pats him on the head and tells him he's doing a great job. I'm just kidding. Everybody hates him. So he does that. And then they're going to go to a white party. And Ian goes to the boat. He's like, "I don't feel like going out tonight because I need to focus on getting paid because I want to do better. I want to wake up. I want to wake up and not be tired and hungover. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm going to sleep. And I can tell you right now with confidence, there's no lines in this car." Ian, just grab that rope to help you up into the car. No, it's a little high. Damn it.
Poor Ian. He really is, he just has really bad context clues, whether it means lines in the water or going to a fancy restaurant and ordering a milkshake instead of a cocktail. I don't know, did you catch that? Everyone's ordering like wine and cocktails, and he's like, "Do you have milkshakes?" And they're like, He really doesn't look. He really doesn't look at the menu or the environment, does he?
It's also something, I think he's just trying to get people to be nice to him. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel bad because no one likes him, which is his own fault, I guess. But I feel like when you go out drinking with people and you say, "Can I have a milkshake?" You just want one person to be like, "You're not drinking tonight?"
Yeah. No one's like, "Well, what's wrong, Ian?"
It's like the most obvious. It's like the biggest thing you could order that people will question you, But no one does. No one really cares.
Oh, Ian, you're back.
Ian, you're back in the boat early. You're looking a little blue. So enjoy this blue cheese on the head. Oh, God, funny every time.
That really didn't land the same way, did it? Just kind of bounced off his face. But.
Yeah, it's really it is a crumbly cheese after all. Smells great.
Sandy's just doing it wrong. She's like, "I don't understand. In all the TikTok videos, the babies stop crying in shock, but I throw in some blue cheese at some babies and they just cry louder. It's the weirdest thing."
Maybe I'll try with this Roquefort.
Here's some feta. Surely that'll get him. Some grated Parmesan. You can just stop them in their tracks, too.
It'll be more of like a pixie dust. Oh no! I just used a vegetable peeler and I've got this really great thin piece of parm. Let's just see if I can fling this on his nose. No, it broke apart right away.
Well, spray Velveeta doesn't work. It's official.
Hold on, I got a paleo string cheese. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this whole big thing. Ow! It bounced off his head and hit me in the face in return.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
So Ellie's like,
John and I are having a lot of fun. The feelings are wanting to rip his shirt off and, blow his mind.
So they start making out and
Yeah.
dancing awkwardly. And then it's time to go. And Bree's like,
This is the most annoying situation. I never want to think about it ever again. I'm just not jealous. If you want to hook hook up. It's fine. It's just so annoying when you do it right in front of me.
Why did you get in the same cab as them? Why, Brie?
And then go move to sit next to them at dinner all night.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this in front of me? Please stop dancing in between me and Joe.
It's just right in front of me. You do this.
So Ellie's like, "Oh, Joe, you want a massage tomorrow?" And she's like fully grabbing his crotch. He's like, "Oh, what kind of massage can you give me right now?" And Bree's still doing the
She
thing.
feels his wiener. She's like, yeah. She starts like feeling his wiener.
Yeah, get right on in there. And Bree's like,
I just don't understand why they have to rub it in my face like that.
and Ian's like, "Tell me about it. I still have some American in my teeth." So, speaking about things being rubbed in his face like cheese. So, Jono is like, I'm sorry. And, yeah, Bree's just sort of spiraling.
She's like,
Do you want to test me? You silly bitch. Why do you want to do that? Especially if she's so annoyed when Joe and I hooked up. Not that I did it in her face because she was sleeping. I'm going to cut her throat and then take her ears and sew them together and sew them onto her butthole.
Jono's like, okay, calm down. She's like,
I am calm.
Do we have noodles? And Bree's like,
Yes, chicken noodles. I left it, I think, in Captain Sandy's cabin. Oh, no. Does anyone know where I left chicken noodles today?
"Oh, no, you poor thing. I found some. I'm just going to put them in the microwave for about 23 minutes. I'm sure it'll be fine, right?" They're like, Aisha, that's too long.
It is going to explode in microwave.
hey, wait a minute. Are those my pants?
Oh, I guess they are pants. I thought they were just really, really flat noodles.
So Joe's rummaging around for food, and Ellie's sitting in front of the rummaging spot. And he's like, do we have a bit of chocolate in here? And she's like,
Look for yourself.
I'm not asking you, am I?
Well, then you shouldn't do it in front of me. If you want chocolate and you don't want to ask me about the chocolate, then you shouldn't do it in front of me.
Joe, when you go to sleep, you should not go to sleep in front of me. That's just disrespectful.
You're the one who plumbed into my bed.
Disrespectful.
So now Gail and Nathan go have their romantic night, and it's basically as exciting as you are. I'm not as you. What the fuck kind of thing is that to say? I meant to say it's about as exciting as you think it is. As you think it would be. My God, I'm so sorry.
Whoa. Hey, Ronnie, you have been officially enlisted into the Captain Sandy Dysnorma Club because you just dissed Ben.
God,
You've proven your
I'm
worth.
so sorry. I did not mean that. I'm so out of it. I'm sure you can't tell in this recap that I'm completely out of it today.
Whoa! No, it's okay. I knew it was not a. I knew it wasn't a diss. It was as
Still,
exciting.
though,
as-
what is
also,
wrong with me?
I'm
My
not
God.
exciting. So, like that. All.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, right.
You make me laugh for hours a day, literally every day. of
Doesn't
my
mean
life.
I'm exciting. You know what I did last night? I spent an hour and a half trying to sew a collar onto a shirt, and I failed. You know what?
That's hot.
I sewed the neckband. I messed it up. The neckband goes in and out of the hole. So it's kind
All
of
right,
like a
reel it in.
Mobius strip.
Reel it in.
It's like a Mobius strip around your neck. I'm not exciting.
Oh, Ben. Okay, so they're having a very exciting talk, basically, and she's like,
I don't want to flirt right now. I just need to keep this between us. I sure wouldn't want to hurt anybody's feelings on television.
but they're making out right in front of the camera.
Well, because
she's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
She's like, he's like, they can't see us, which of
he
course
says
they
there's
can.
no camera. They're on like the guest deck. He's like, there's no camera. Sir? Trust us, there's cameras everywhere. They know. Unlike the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, that always misses all the good stuff. So now it's the morning. Everyone wakes up, and Bree is like,
Ellie, I don't want there to be anything because I'm not mad whatsoever. But please, just don't do it in front of me next time. Like, if you get into the cab, just like chill, okay? Because that really made me upset, you and Joe. And she's like, oh, no worries. Thank you for saying that. I won't do it again. And also, as long as we're talking about things not to do in front of people, don't write in your burn book in front of me.
But actually, she's really nice and apologetic. I mean, these two seem like they could get along.
They
but
did. They
I don't
used
know.
to. They used to. I mean, for a moment, I thought
It's
this was a
weird.
sign that they were going to start getting along. It seemed like open communication, and it was like friendly. It was a friendly interaction. Yeah.
Yeah. So then Sandy calls Aisha, John, it's time for preference meeting, basically. So she's like, our primary is Colleen. She's a branding expert from Orlando. Okay.
Colleen Ortero from Orlando. She just loves things that start with OR. God, that's her favorite thing. Her name is Colleen Ortero. So, is it Colleen or is her name Taro? No, it's Colleen Ortero. Which one?
You can call her either. Yeah. You know what she loves? Choices. Okay. So let's just not offer her one thing. Let's always offer her a choice. He's like, okay, well, she doesn't like seafood. She doesn't like veggies or vegetables. She doesn't like veggies or vegetables. Get into it, Jono. Okay. Well, she doesn't like octopus or squid. Good for you. Or anything chewy. Well, that's crazy. Okay. I need to take a break in this just to say, what kind of crazy hooker comes on here saying they don't want to chew? What are we supposed to just blend up her food? It wouldn't be the first time, that's for sure.
Sandy's doing a stand-up special right now in front of a brick wall. So, a doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Hey. So Nikki doesn't like eggs. That's interesting. And Jacqueline doesn't like meat, poultry, cucumbers, eggs also. Oh my God, it's like trying to do all over again, except without some ridiculous bitch Olympian. Hey, that's my friend Gigi Hernandez. Okay, or Fernandez. I bet you didn't know this, but she was clinging to the bottom of one of those bateau mouches as it went down the Seine last week on the opening ceremony, saying, I belong here. I belong here.
Chi-Chi didn't know that she didn't like things chewy until you tried to serve her that steak. So, wow, gosh, never going to forget that one. All right, let's try and get over it, okay? These ladies seem like they're being difficult. I mean, who goes on a boat and says, I don't like vegetables or chewy things? That's great.
You're just
That's literally
congratulations.
crazy.
Enjoy all the crackers that you're about to have. That's about it. And crisps.
Or eggs. Come on, guys.
I feel
So,
like if you have that many restrictions, just don't go on a boat. Don't go on a place where you're limited entirely by the pantry.
I've just never heard that before. I don't like chewy things. Please, no chewy things. That sounds like someone trying to be fancy. I will not have anything chewy. So then Aisha is like, well, the primary requests people to guide them around Poros for some goddess-themed 50th birthday party for the primary. Oh, gosh, we're going to have to go to Norma's childhood home. I didn't say that. Oh, yeah, you did. Poros. That's where Norma's from.
Oh, I get it. She was poor.
Yeah, it's funny. I usually don't like classist jokes, but it's okay with Norma.
You should have
Have I told you the time I took an expired tuna fish sandwich and threw it down in the courtyard?
Norma just ran after it.
scrounge to get it.
That's what they used to call kickball in her hometown. Except it was with a tuna sandwich. You just tried to eat it. They still call it a kickball. They didn't know.
It was surprisingly not frugal for a poor town, but there you go.
Well, after the goddess party, they want to have a pajama party. And Aisha's like, well, everyone's going to be in pajamas. Everyone. Wait, do they want a goddess party?
Pajamas.
God, I love those pajamas.
God, I love wearing pajamas. Really do. Go ahead, Ben. What were you going to
No,
say?
you know what I realized? I already hated the question I was going to ask. I already don't even
No, ask it.
My question was, are they doing the goddess party and the pajama party in the same night, or would they just want to have a goddess party one night, pajama party on another night?
I think they're doing it the same night.
Well, then what's the point of that? Why get into a toga if you're just going to get into pajamas?
I don't know. Why am I whispering?
You know what I just realized? Togas are not goddesses don't wear togas. The gods are listening. Zeus is listening.
Okay. All right. Well, as I was saying, I love pajamas. Okay. Well, Charter 5, we've got work to do, guys. And so Gail is talking about her boyfriend still and how it's horrible breaking up over text. And she's like, I just feel like this industry is the first industry where I felt like I belonged. You know? I mean, right now, I can't read this whole thing. It's Gail. Sorry. But Gail basically...
It's the first job I've had where it's actually socially acceptable to drop heavy things on your foot.
This is the first job I've ever had that really tests my ankles. I love it here. So she calls her boyfriend and they break up, and we don't even get the pleasure of hearing the boyfriend cry because I feel like he did. I feel like he was like, how could you do this to me? I've been waiting for you. Do you know how much I put aside to wait for you? I believed in us. I was going to marry you. I really thought he was going to drop this whole guilt trip on her, but we don't even hear him crying.
We hear a few lines from him, but she basically is like, all right, well, I've really enjoyed your service here, and I'm going to send you this pen to commemorate our relationship. And congratulations, I was the hottest girl you've ever dated, and now it's back on to mushrooms with breasts for you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I like that she told him, you know, I'm here doing something for me, and you can't even support me. You have to fucking cry every day and make me feel terrible about it, and that's not cool. So I was glad that she finally said it, because that's what's been making me crazy the whole time, that she didn't just tell this guy to shut the fuck up. So I'm glad she got that out. Yeah. So good riddance, loser.
Yeah. So then Aisha goes and comforts her and saying, it's an end of a chapter, but even though this is a good thing, it's still, it's worth a cry. And then Bree is, here we go. We're back on the laundry carousel. Bree takes Sandy's laundry up to her.
Wait a minute. This is a shark costume.
Is it?
Over in New York City. Hey, why is Let's Shark wearing Captain Sandy's uniform?
Wait a minute. Okay, listen. I'm never going to wear these pants again. Okay? Because they say, Ellie put colors in the dryer. Okay? I can't wear those.
I'm never going to wear these pants again. Guilty. Shades of gray got no place in my uniform. I'm never gonna wear these pants again the way I wear them with you.
That's gonna be our first dance. That's gonna be our first dance at our wedding. It's beautiful.
I got tender in the end there. I got a little slow. Made it slow and romantic.
Okay, I'm never gonna wear those pants again. They're gray. Okay, and this is not mine. You know what? You gotta get my laundry right. Do your laundry. Bree's like, I know. She's like, well, the third stew is an entry-level position. It could very easily be an exit-level position too. But you know what? Technically, it's Aisha's job to train them. But we're down a stewardess. And you know who I blame? The league. I blame the league.
God. We really do need to clean that mold-infested bedroom with the water dripping in from the Mediterranean. It's really messing things up, huh?
Gosh. So, I just want to invest in Bree. She's like apple stock before it became a fruit, I mean, if she was second stew, I'd have a different conversation, because second stews, they need to know lots of things. But first stews, really, they don't really matter. They're basically like twisty ties with garage bags, which actually, now that I think about it, are pretty darn important. I'm really talking to myself in the corner here, huh?
You know what? Once upon a time, someone believed in me. It was a Somali pirate, and I said, get away from me, and I drove away. But you know what? As proof that what someone believed in me, they're the only person who ever took a photo of me in my childhood. Notice that I only have 2 photos, and we show them every year, multiple times per season, and that's all you get.
This was the weirdest photo to put up. She goes, every time I think of Bree, I think there was someone who believed in me once, and it just cuts to Sandy, and she's like, what was this picture? Had someone just pushed you up against a wall and thrown a,
It's the only 2 photos. There's 2 photos of
down your
Sandy
throat
from her childhood.
Why do you look like that?
You know what? Someone believed in me. They said, you know what, little girl, in your teenage years, we want you to have hair like Tony Danza. And then when you grow up, you're going to run a yacht. And it's going to be wonderful.
Well, they took a risk with me. And sometimes my very best wasn't good enough. But that doesn't mean they fired me. And that's exactly what I'm doing with Bree. I'm not going to give up on her, period. Because someone didn't give up on me. So why would I give up on her? Like,
Fast forward to the end of the episode. You both are replaceable.
So now Aisha's with her, and she's like, all right, listen, someone else is sure to come back to my room. I threw these away. I threw the other pair away, okay? They were gray. Okay, you gotta train her, Aisha. That's on you. She's like, I know. But you gotta figure it out, Aisha. I know. Please just show her how to do laundry. I know. Don't feel bad. I'll never fire you. But I will never hire you again if you do that. In the morning, I could say you're not hired anymore. Okay, it's not the same as fired because someone believed in me once, but I could stop believing in you. Like kids stop believing in Santa Claus. You know, once I stopped believing in Santa Claus came into my house. I hit him in the nuts with the baseball bat. He never came back.
You know what, Aisha? I believe in you the way that you believe that you need to cook your noodles for 6 minutes. You know? So people say that's not right. You should move on. You need to divorce yourself from those fantasies. But we stick to it. And I love that about you. So now go in there and show that girl what it means to put a shirt in a washing machine and remember whose shirt it was. Okay? So
at the very least, you go up to that little nincompoop and you hug her. You hug her hard. You hear me, team?
Now, Aisha.
All right.
Hold out your hand. Okay? Now, feel this. This is a slice of provolone. If things go bad, just throw it right at her face. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
So Aisha's upset. You know, she's like, I just don't get it. I mean, she tries so hard. I want to give her a chance, but I'm going to put a very hard foot down right there. Are you okay? Do you want hugs? Come here and sit on my lap while I tell you this, all right?
I'm trying to be okay, but I'm finding it so frustrating. I mean, this shirt. How are you supposed to put on this shirt? There's barely enough room for your chest.
Those are pants, Bree.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, I just want to be completely honest with you and say if you keep making these mistakes.
With you, if you keep making
Are
these
you writing
pants,
down what I'm saying?
I just want to remember that Ellie did it.
Okay, just know I have got Sandy's provolone right here, so you better listen up, Missy. I'm like, I want... If you keep making these mistakes, I'm going to have to consider letting you go, or at least throwing this thing at your cheek. But I don't want to do that. I want to give you another chance. So come with me. Come on, do this. Okay, here's what you have to do. You put laundry in the machine. You press on. You take it out. And you return it to the person who gave it to you in the first place. Okay, do you think you can do that?
It's just that I feel like half the time it wasn't even me, but everything was put on me. So, like, come on, whatever. It's like,
I'm sorry, let it out, baby. Well, I think Aisha is not hearing what she's saying here because she's just so stricken by how stupid she's coming across. But Bree is saying, like, how is it that I'm in the laundry half the time and this other chick is in the laundry half the time, but I'm the one getting blamed for everything when it's the other chick who could be making mistakes too? And now that we kind of see this unfold, I don't know that Ellie's doing it on purpose, but we see Ellie make plenty of mistakes too. I think that Bree is just getting saddled with everything.
We do see Ellie make mistakes, and we also see that Ellie is not great at prioritizing, even though she thinks she is. But I think that Bree, I feel like it lands on Bree because there's this sense that if Bree was somehow adept at what she was doing, Ellie wouldn't even have to be in the laundry room. You know, like that Bree just keeps like, I don't know. It's like,
well, that's true.
Bree will just have like a stack of clothing, and then she'll be like, oh, I don't know where they go to. So then she just goes around like a Roomba, dropping off garments and like approximations of who might they belong to. So like, I don't know.
She still hasn't started writing names on things like just simple things. But then later, didn't she write the wrong name on something? They're like, that's not even the right. Oh yeah, later
There's a
she does
whole
it to
issue
Donna or
later.
something.
I mean, it just is
So funny. Okay, I was just trying to see both sides, but you know what? That just doesn't work sometimes.
Well,
So
I think no, Ellie for sure. Ellie is not in the clear here. Okay, she has contributed to this bad situation as well. Part of the reason why is because Ellie really she let her ego get in the way because she in the first two charters, she had taken Bree under her wing and she was training Bree, and Bree improved massively on charter 2. And it seemed like Bree was well on her way. But the moment that Bree hooked up with Joe, Ellie really turned. And you don't have to like Bree, but you're actually causing I feel like it's, Ellie deciding, okay, you know what, you hooked up with a guy I like, so I'm not going to keep training you anymore. So now there's chaos in the laundry room. It's like, girl, kind of I don't know, get it together, put it to the side, train this poor thing because she has no idea what she's doing. I know it's emotional.
but it's Sorry. I choked on that advice. She has been trained. She just doesn't know how to. She's just not good.
But that being said,
she's terrible. I mean,
how much do you have to train someone to fold laundry and send it to the right place? I'm just sort of giving. I think they're all contributing to a chaotic situation, but ultimately, I think that Bree is the bigger fuck up.
Yeah. So now let's move out to another fuck up. It's Ian. So it's like, it seems like, moved off the sun deck and I was done, but I just want to talk to you, not the whole team, Joe, because there's some things that aren't done right here, but I didn't want to, I don't want to be that nagging in front of other people. Like everybody is to me, even though I'm doing everything right. But look, I got most of the scuppers and it's just like the stainless stuff. So I need you to do it. Do you see a line in the water? No. Okay, just in case somebody asks me later. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, carry on.
He's like, Joe, I just want to talk to you alone because I don't want to make you feel bad. I just want to talk to you alone. He's like, there's 5 people standing around us. Oh, I did not see that there was 5 people here.
So now Bree is taking laundry notes, and Ellie's like,
Oh, God, Bree is still writing these passive-aggressive notes. Ellie sabotaging laundry. Girl's pants gone missing. It's too much at this point. It is too much at this point. Dong, dong. This case is closed.
Where's my cheese? Where's my cheese when I need it? She's ready. She's ready to get her cheese thrown hand up. So, Nathan... So Bree is everything because of what Aisha just said to Bree. Bree is rattled because she feels like she's about to lose her job and she feels like it's not fair. And she's like,
Ellie in general makes me feel fucking crazy. Did I do this? Did Ellie do this? I can't remember. So it must have been me. But was it really me?
I'm like, okay, can we not have an existential crisis right now?
Okay. Now it's like gaslighting. She's like,
Is it real? Am I in laundry? Am I alive?
So here's the thing. This is where this episode really confused me because I couldn't tell what editing was trying to show us.
Same.
Were they showing us a laundry crime or not? They need to be more obvious because it seemed like they were setting it up for a laundry crime, right? So Ellie comes in and she says, Bree, what's up with Gail's black pants?
I ironed them and I put them in pile.
And Bree's like,
but I didn't see them in her pile, just because I know for a fact I ironed them and they were on there and folded. And she's like, oh my God, am I going crazy? Is Leonardo DiCaprio dating 12-year-olds or 50-year-olds? What world am I in?
Yeah, so the question is, where are Gail's pants? So Ellie is saying that she ironed them. And then we see the series of flashbacks. We see things highlighted. But it happened so quickly that I wasn't really sure what it was really trying to show me. Exactly what you just said.
Well, we see a pair of pants folded, but then we see Ellie hanging a pair of pants. So I'm not sure. I don't know. It wasn't clear to me. I don't know. I need the audience to explain it to me because I felt like a total moron watching this. So Bree sees Nathan and he's like, laundry, laundry, laundry. Are you stressed out? And she's like, yeah. And he goes, come here. Let's give it a big hug. And she's like,
it's going to make me cry. No, it's going to make me cry. I don't want to cry. I don't want to. Don't make me cry. Am I crying right now?
I
Are
can't
tears coming
cry.
out of my eyes? Why am I drowning in tears? Why am I drowning in tears and chasing a tiny rabbit? Am I going crazy?
So he gives her a hug. He chases her down to the laundry room. He gives her a hug, and she's like,
I can't find girls' pants. I can't find girls' pants. I checked everything. I double-checked everything. I ticked it, and I wasn't. I wrote it in my burn book. I looked under the boat. I looked overboard. I asked all the starfish in the water, where is girls' pants? They cannot find girls' pants anywhere. I even asked Igor, and none of them have seen girls' pants. No one knows where they are. I'm so confused.
And Ellie hears her, and she's like,
They were here 100%, Bree, okay? No, but I checked everything, and then I double-checked it, and then I ticked it, and it wasn't there. Look, here in my laundry. Here in my laundry book. Ellie is stupid face. I hate her boobies as well as her nose. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong page.
Well, thank God everything's recorded. So once you see the recording, you'll see where the pants were here.
so
but we can't because we're watching the recording and these editors are tricky as fuck. What are they showing us? Because they keep showing us clips of this and I don't know what it is. I kept rewinding it over and over like the Zapruder film.
did they give like a pointy arrow that said Gail's pants, right? But I still don't know the significance of like,
I don't either.
any of it.
So Bree's like,
This is why there's confusion in laundry, because Ellie is there too. Like, all the blame can't be put on me. And like, Ellie is also a part of this, and she needs to own that.
and Ellie's like,
Well, I'm sorry if I scared you, Nathan.
he's like, you didn't. I just feel bad for Bree.
Well, can we just like do A to B without the meltdown? You know what I mean? Is that too much to ask at this point? I mean, my God, I left Barbie on top of heater one time and did not see this much of a meltdown. Okay. Was it painful? Possibly.
I feel like I'm cornered. Everybody keeps believing Bree and her fucking. I need to say something so these people can understand what's going on. Because people are looking at me, Ellie, sideways, and they're thinking, oh, is she a bad person here? Is she doing something to Bree? And that's not a comfortable environment to live in. Like, why do people think I'm being mean to Bree?
Bree, I am your second officer. You must listen to me. I am your authority right now.
I mean, I am a nice person.
Bree, I only want the best for you. The best fire to die in. Why do people think I'm so mean to Bree?
do nothing to her. So then the guests are arriving in 30 minutes. And Jono's like, is anyone missing dress pants? Do you have my dress pants? These don't fit over my pussy.
I can't.
Anybody?
They don't fit over my pussy. So then, guess what? No one's pants are right. So everyone's moving pants around and everything. And then they get it all sorted out. But like literally every episode.
I'm so jealous though, because he's like, wait, Nathan, are these yours? Because these can't be mine. They say 30. And Aisha's like, but it says Jono on the tag. And Ellie goes, but I wrote that because I thought they were his. Wait, are you looking at pants? Ask Joe, are you a 30, Joe? And he's like, I'm a 30. And Jono's like, I'm a 32. I was like, fuck all of you.
I know.
I hate feeling fat just from watching a show. 30? Who's 30? How do you even get to be a 30?
I couldn't believe that Joe was a 30. I was shocked.
That's
because
like a crazy. I haven't been a 30 since I was like, I had the first slice of cheese thrown at my head when I was like, 2 months old or something. That's crazy.
But by the way, to be, noted, Ellie wrote down Jono's name on the wrong pair of pants. So there is chaos in the laundry room.
Yeah, I wrote down Ellie. Was it her who said that? Or
Ellie
Brie?
said that. Ellie said that.
Now I'm gaslighting myself.
No, you're
okay.
Not
so Ellie's like,
well, sorry, Brie. I'm sorry for losing my patience, but the meltdowns, it is affecting other people also. There are so many people affected. Look at Nathan. He started losing the hair on the top of his friar tuck head. That was already gone, actually. Because I remember when I first met him, I said, are you stealing from rich people and giving it to poor people?
That's not. Is that what Fire Tuck does?
Isn't he from Robin Hood? Am I going crazy?
You know what he is, but is he the robber or is he just side character? I don't know what Friar Tuck
I
does.
don't know. I don't know where I am anymore. Is Leo DiCaprio Friar Tuck? Is Friar Tuck a bunny rabbit? I just don't know.
Is he everlasting or neverlasting?
So the guests come. The guests come.
The show is so idiotic.
The guests arrive and they're on board. They get the tour and everything, and then they're gathering. Ellie's making them drinks. They want a mojito, but are they making is Ellie making a mojito with lemon, or did they request it with lemon? I feel like
What was this mojito? This
orange.
mojito was orange. I've never seen an orange mojito. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay?
something was
I can take a lot of
wrong.
Yeah, so this is this is not correct.
Yeah. So they basically are like, yeah, honey, this doesn't taste right. So she's making those crazy orange mojitos, and then they leave. They dock without incident. So Ian's rest maybe did them well. And then Gail saying, there are times where, Ian's really frustrated me, but there's times where I feel really bad feeling that way because he's a nice guy and he can barely sleep with all that cheese around his head. So, I think he means well.
So then John was like, well, I'm riding on the high of having gotten such great feedback from the last charter, so I just want to knock this one out of my park, okay? Call me Greek.
And
I didn't really understand it, but it was funny. So then Aisha takes the guest shopping, and Bree goes on break, and Ellie is supposed to be finishing cabins, right? So
notably,
Sandy's
by the way, Bree goes on break because Aisha told her to go on break. Just want to say that.
Right. Yeah, so Bree goes on break. So Sandy's like, what's up, Bree? And she's like,
I've just been feeling a little down because, I've been having lots of internal battles and I've been struggling quite a bit with Ellie and I feel like I'm going crazy.
So you want to go home?
No, I want to work through this. I'm not a quitter. That's not who I am. I quit. Just kidding. Can I have my job back? Oh, you see?
You feel like you're being gaslit. Is that why you want to go home?
No, I don't want to. It's because I can't stand up for myself, and I just take it. I take it that she abused me and beats me and hates me and calls me names.
Does she beat you and hit you and call you names?
No, I never said that. Am I going crazy?
I hate to see you like this, but I understand that that's why you want to go home.
No, I don't want to go home. Why do people keep gaslighting me everywhere?
Where's your heart?
I don't know.
It's at home. You want to get it? That's where it is.
No.
Hey, what's your favorite base in baseball?
First.
Okay, but let's say there was no first base.
Third.
Okay, let's say that base is out too.
Second.
No second base.
Home.
Oh, you want to go home? Okay, we can arrange for that.
Hey, E.T., phone.
Call.
What is E.T.? Home, damn it, home. You're going to go home? No, I don't want to go home, please.
Okay, listen. If you don't want to go home, you got to get a control of your emotions, okay? Now, how you do that is you got to be confident in who you are. Where are the pants?
I don't know.
Good for you. Look at you. It's already working. Gosh, you're so confident now. You're going to rule the world. You're going to be president one day. Now listen, you've got a choice, right? Okay? You chose to be here and you're here. Am I right?
Yes.
Good for you. It's working. God.
Shake it off. Shake it up. Listen. When I was feeling sad, my mom used to sing me this song, and I'm going to adapt it for you in this specific situation. Gray pants are gonna clear up. Put on some happy laundry. Okay, go get him, kiddo.
Okay, now look. The circumstances that are happening around you, it's your choice on how to respond. Okay? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have my pants. How do you respond?
Wear a dress.
Okay, well, you know what? You said it confidently, so go forth and prosper.
That's the spirit. So, Gail's asking Aisha how things are, and she's like, honestly, this is not good. I think Bree's on the verge of a mental breakdown. And I think the biggest thing is it's like a clash of personalities. If I'm not in the room, I don't know what the truth is, but everyone tells their side of the story that suits their story best. She's basically saying she doesn't know. She doesn't see when this stuff happens, so she doesn't know, and she can't figure out who is correct.
Yeah, because they're both telling her crazy stories. And so now Ellie is Bree's coming back from break, right? And so Ellie is going to go on break. So she's like,
Well, okay. Welcome towels are in the big fridge. They're all rolled and ready, and lunch is set up, but I haven't gotten to the cabins yet. Bye, have fun. She's like, what the fuck? She's taking break, and she hasn't done guest cabins. Like, guests come first. She did that on purpose.
But now Bree has been amped up by Captain Sandy because she feels like she's got Captain Sandy on her side, and Captain Sandy is also like, you have a choice. You don't have to mope around. So I think that Bree takes that as, instead of moping around, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna say it like it is. So she's like, I can't even deal. And she's like, well, you're welcome. Oh, crazy fucking bitch. So she storms off, and Ellie's like, oh, if she storms off one more time, I'm going to lose it. I will storm off too. To her storming off.
so now Ellie's like,
Oh, she give me attitude. I give her attitude.
so she follows her down and she's like,
Hey, Bree. Like, I just don't understand this because the guests are the priority and I just don't understand it. And I feel like you did this on purpose and I can't deal. And I don't want to talk to you now if that is okay. I'm very confident in saying I'm not going to talk to you.
I did not do this on purpose. Except I
You
only did
did.
it to make sure that you would do all this and I could go on break. That's it, but not on purpose.
You did.
Why? Why would I do it on purpose?
Because I could have set up lunch so easy. And don't look at me with shocked face right now. Please go on break, because I've got cabins to do. So if you're going to distract me, just go. You can keep trying to walk all over me, but I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm not going to take it Stop writing that down!
You don't get to behave like this. You're at work. What is the matter with you?
Yeah, just leave me alone, Ellie, please, because I'm angry, so just let me be.
What is the matter? No, I'm not going to leave you alone because you don't get to speak to me like this.
Well, you are pushing me, and you are pushing me, so you're asking for it.
I'm not asking for anything. You don't get to speak to me like this. Listen to me. Bree, listen to me.
Please,
You do not get to
please,
speak to me like
leave
this.
me
Ever
alone.
again.
Stop
Ever
hitting
again.
me.
Ever again.
Ow, stop hitting me. I can't see from the cheese on my face. Ah,
I am
drowning.
second stew. Stop
I'm
this.
drowning.
Stop this. Stop that. Stop
You
wiping.
are
Listen to me. Listen to me.
electrocuting me.
You want the
Stop
massages? I'm the
electrocuting.
second stew. Second stew has access, has privileges to cheese cabinet.
you
And I have
like
much more
her?
cheese where this
And
one
he
came from. It will be
electrocuted
all over
me
your
with
face,
cheese on
all over your
face.
head, all over your body, all over your hands.
We need to talk. You are out of control, period. Since you don't know how both work, a second so outranks you, so that is who I am. You are unbelievable. I expect an apology when I come back, and if you are not, you are going straight to the Captain Sandy.
I will go straight to Captain Sandy because it has been an issue. And she's like,
You are at work.
please be quiet. Please.
So
I
they're a
was
mess.
cracking up during this whole thing. This fight is so silly. One of them's yelling, the other one's like,
Please, no. Ow, no. The abuse.
You are at work.
The abuse.
Ellie is scolding
Okay,
her.
so,
Oh my God, it's hilarious.
Jono's like, Bree, are you okay? Oh, do you need to sit down for a minute? She's like,
I can't sit down right now. I just can't because the guests are coming and I'm the only fucking so awake right now.
and so Sandy sees and she's like, what's going on? She's like,
Oh, I feel like Ellie's just being so spiteful. I'll talk to you later, Captain Sandy, but I can't talk now. I can't because it's going to make me cry and the guests are coming. Ow, am I being hit by Ellie right now or is it my head? Where am I? Who am I?
Bree is like emotional. Ellie's on break, and she actually gives the pile of towels to Sandy. She's like,
How can you give them towels? I can't do this. I can't. I hold Prosecco. I have to pour Prosecco because I'm the only stool around right now.
so stupid. And of course, Captain Sandy loves it. She's like, oh gosh, I put the I in team. TM, So Aisha's like, so how were things while I was gone?
Oh, God, would you say? Okay, Aisha, I have questions for you. Would you say that setting up lunch or cabins or turtle shell is priority?
I don't know why turtles keep coming up randomly.
Yes, you're right. Guests come first.
Okay, well, if cabins weren't finishing, cabins are first.
Yes, exactly. You win. Congratulations. You are a millionaire.
Wait a minute.
"What's going on here?
She's like, you know what? She set the table, and then I was like, but I haven't done cabins. And then I asked her to get out of my face, and she was telling me I'm the second steward, and you can't be talking to me like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. No one should be speaking to you like that. Is that why you have mozzarella on your forehead? If you would be on your break, which I told you to do, she had more than enough time to finish the cabins.
Pardon me. Excuse me. I'm just a towel girl coming through.
Well, it's just literally out of Sprite.
What? We're out of Sprite.
No, she's doing it out of Sprite.
Caffeine free, do you mean?
No, not the drink. The drink. Am I going crazy?
All right, listen. Do you want a breather and take some laundry?
She's like, thank you. Oh, thank you.
So she asked Sandy, she's like, did you hear that? And she's like, no, but I got Brie when you guys were coming in, and she was really upset. Gosh, it was terrible.
From the sounds of it, Ellie didn't do cabins, nor did she refill the Sprite while Brie was on break, and then apparently Ellie pushed back really hard. I mean, I think we all know the first rule of yachting. Obey your thirst! So Sandy is like,
well, I'll take a lot, but I'm not going to take someone pushing Sprite around. Sprite has been there for me in my darkest moments.
remember Slice? I'm sort of partial to that one. So then Sandy's like, the way Brie was walking out, like, emotionally to the guests, that's not okay. You know, there's always three sides to the story. There's her side, and the Norma's side, which is always hilarious because it's always so wrong.
Let me tell you, Norma doesn't even have one side because it's round. Do circles have sides?
You know, there's always... Let me tell you something. You know who loves a side? It's Norma. Okay, if you're going out to dinner with her, you're going to be getting a whole bunch of sides.
He said, Norma, you are a side, you potato. Well, this is why I want to speak to Ellie. It's actually one of the hardest management situations I've ever been in my life.
Oh, wow. Right now, I don't want to have to even think about Brie and Ellie, okay? Because I got a pile of towels I got to hand out, okay? And I need everyone to do their job. I'm going to allow Aisha to handle her department. And I step in when there's nothing else she can do. And that's usually when someone gets fired. Oh, you're ready for me to step in? Wow, that was really quick. Really quick.
Ellie, come to the pantry.
I'm on my way.
All right, Ellie.
So what happened while I was away? She's like, I was working the entire time. I have no idea what happened.
Well, from my understanding, you didn't do Kibbins, and then you made Brie feel like shit about the Kibbins not being finished, so I just need to know what happened.
Oh, well, I did not make her feel like shit. I simply said I didn't have time to finish cabins because I was looking for Sprite all over this boat. Apparently, it was with Gail's pants.
But why didn't you finish Kibbins before the tables were set?
I don't know.
Cabin should always be finished first. And Ellie's like,
Yes, but that was my bad then. And you know, at this point, we're letting her get away with really bad behavior, okay?
well, I don't know that. Like, that might be true because I'm not there. But, so you could be lying to me, but she could be lying to me. And it's just always like, it's just who says what when I'm not there.
Then why is my face bleeding?
Your face isn't bleeding.
It is. She hit me.
You just hear, ow.
I'm on the floor. I've been pushed.
All right, you're not even around each other. You can't be beating each other up. I just don't know who to believe in this situation.
Yeah, because Ellie says that, like, that Brie was berating her, and that she's like, and that Brie is going around to complaining to other crew members and turning the boat against her, which is also not wrong. So Aisha's like, I don't know. So of course, it's now finally Aisha goes to Captain Sandy because she's like, I've spoken to them both. You know, everything that Bree says, then Ellie says the complete opposite. And it's like they're both like shaking and crying. I don't know what the truth is. Like, I don't know what to do. And like, she's afraid that if she fires one, it will have been the wrong one. And then she'll be left basically with the bad one still on the boat.
Gosh, you know what we got to do? Fire both of them. Okay, you know what? Just leave it with me. I'm gonna have the conversation. Bree, Ellie, Bree. Now, I don't want 6 of you showing up, even though that's how many times I said your name. Okay? Okay, start with a little humor there. Towel girl, meeting with towel girl up in the bridge. Okay? All right, let's see how this is gonna go. All right, let me give you the big picture. Okay? A little alien lands on the Earth, but he's hiding in a pile of toys, and Drew Barrymore's the first person to realize it.
E.T.
Okay, Bree, that was for you. You really need an education.
It was in fact a big picture. Broke all sorts of records.
Huge picture. Also, just so we know, bicycles don't fly. I don't want either one of you to get hurt.
Bree, I can already see you thinking about trying to get on a bike on that deck, and it's just not going to end well for you. Okay, so you can take that towel off your head.
But Bree, I wanted to bring that up because you'd never seen E.T., but I also wanted to tell you, E.T. also couldn't find his pants. Okay? Is that relatable?
Yeah. So, okay. What we need to have is respect. Okay, and if you two can't work together, I can't just let one go. Okay? Both of you have to go. It's like the story with King Solomon splitting the baby in half, except it's the other way. It's like you split the baby in half, but you throw out both sides. And who wants that? Who wants half a baby in the trash? And two halves.
Let me tell you what we're not doing on this boat. We're not killing babies, okay? We are covering their heads in sliced cheese, though. Do you understand?
So can you guys just fix it and continue to do your job? Can you guys just do that? And Bree's like, I don't think so. Because we both tried and it's been impossible. Just impossible. I can't do it. I can't. Like today, I feel like Ellie, she didn't have my back because when I came back out for a break, she purposely didn't do the cabins. I can't do it, Captain Sandy. I can't do it anymore.
Why didn't you do the cabins, Ellie?
He said, Captain Sandy, I had a lot of work here. A lot of work. Have you ever had an orange mojito? No? Well, they have. But they have.
Do you know how much time it takes to set up lighting to make good photo for Joe's wank bank? It takes a lot of time.
Okay. Well, listen, why don't you do the cabins? Because you had too much work.
What, Ellie? Well, Ellie, what? But no, Ellie.
Wait, don't be mean now, Bree. Don't be like that, okay? You need to stop now. I do not like meanness.
Well, Captain Sandy, she is completely disrespectful, to be very honest. And this is the attitude from day one.
Stop. Because you know what? This is going to make me mad. Everyone here is replaceable, except me. I mean, let's face it, me. Who else is going to be me? What, is someone else going to marry my girlfriend? That would be, oh my God, please don't marry my girlfriend. Okay, both of you raise your hands right now and promise me you're not going to marry my girlfriend.
Everyone here is replaceable, so guess what? You say one more wrong thing, you're both going to be on a ferry going back. That's right. We're going to degrade you from a yacht to a ferry. Just think about that. Really think about that. Okay? One moment, you're in a crew mess, having food made for you by a cook. Next minute, you're battling over a fruit roll-up at the snack bar with 500 other people on the top deck of your ferry. So don't cross me, bitches.
Yeah, so dun, who's going to get fired?
I have no. I think they're gonna figure out a way. They're gonna put their differences aside, and they don't want to lose their jobs. So I think they're gonna make
all of this over Joe.
Over Joe.
I mean, is it really worth it, guys? Mm-hmm. Is it really?
It's
worth it.
It's not. Well,
guys.
Anyway. Oh, by the way, that's episode 9. We still do not have a mid-season trailer. A little late for the mid-season trailer, but you would think usually if someone does get fired, that's usually, I've noticed, when the mid-season trailer drops, because it's like the new era is like the new person coming on the boat. My little really inessential theory. So anyway, fun times, everyone. Fun times.
Yeah, good times. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here. This is a video, as usual, you can watch on Patreon, as well as grab our bonus episodes if you so desire. Go do it. We sure love you. We'll talk to you later.
Bye. Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
Stroll in the park with Caitlin Clark.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Itchels. Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas. She's never scary, it's the Green Fairy. Jamie, she has no last namey.
Hava Nagila Weber. Know your worth with Jason Kurth.
Sip some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's always supplying, it's Kelly Ryan.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. We want to hang with Liz Lang. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
The Bay Area Betches.
Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley.
Let's go on a bender with Lauren Fender. The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
Give him hell, Miss Noel.
Ring that bell for Rachel.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.